Today we're going to be doing June's amazing wrap-up. I read a total of 9 books, and I'm gonna be honest, all 9 books were good books. I was sad. I think this book was so good. There were so many like childhood friends to lovers. I hated her husband. I hate that man. This is enemies to lovers, but it's best if you forget that I said that. It reminded me that it's okay. I mean, I absolutely love this series. Literally goosebumps. Like, I love this book. But before we get into today's wrap up, I just wanted to tell you guys what the Lord has been teaching me this month, and that is something I want to incorporate into my wrap ups every month. And something the Lord has been teaching me this month is about the little everyday habits that really do matter, whether that's reading my Bible or spreading the gospel to someone or wearing Jesus merch or wearing jewelry that represents the Lord. It's those small everyday things that really do matter with our relationship with the Lord. I think having intimacy and including and inviting the Lord into every day really is the key to a great fruitful relationship with the Lord. And that is why I was really excited to partner with Jesus in Silver. Jesus in Silver creates jewelry that's designed to literally help you carry your faith with you every single day. I love that their pieces are timeless, meaningful, and simple enough to literally wear every single day, which is literally what I'm doing. I'm literally wearing it just casually. I've been wearing it all day. It's so pretty, and it's just something that you never know who notices that you wear a cross around your neck. You're wearing Jesus on your neck. Yes, because we represent Jesus everywhere we go. This is the necklace that I'm wearing today. It's so elegant and simple, and it just serves as a simple reminder to keep my eyes on Jesus. And that's why I love companies like Jesus in Silver, who create and provide things for us to just have to remind us of Jesus in every day. Because like I said, it's really the little everyday moments that matter in your relationship with Jesus. So with all that said, if you are looking for meaningful Christian jewelry for yourself or for someone else as a gift, you should definitely check out Jesus in Silver. Everything will be linked in the description. If you want 20% off, you can use the code Tiffany. And thank you once again to Jesus in Silver for sponsoring this video and for this necklace. Now let's get into all the books that I read in June. Woo! Alright, so as usual in these videos, I'm gonna go from my least favorite book to my favorite book. And this one was really hard. Even when I was doing it, I was writing them down. I was like, dang, I read some really good books this month. And the fact that one of my favorites is at the bottom, it's kind of sad. At number 9, we have The Starlit Prince by C.F.E. Black. And I read this book very spontaneously. I read this book in one day. This is let me say it correctly, because I think it is a Spanish retelling of Beauty and the Beast. The only way I can even know how to convince you to read this book is just to tell you that yes, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and the twist is, because we all know the story of Beauty and the Beast, is the Beast is trying to get the Beauty to fall in love with him so he can be free from this curse. But the twist in this book is, if Beauty falls for the Beast, she gets the curse and in turn dies. So yeah. I think yeah. I think that's enough to have you sad. Like, yes, you should go check this out. I saw this book like in several places. I saw several people talk about this book, and I loved it. It wasn't nothing spectacular to me. That's why it is 4 stars, and that's why it is low as it is. But I would still highly recommend this book. I love this book. The romance in it was gave what it was supposed to give, and I loved how this is Marriage of Convenience, I believe, as well. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm pretty sure this is Marriage of Convenience. And she ended up having to marry him. And what I loved about her is that she was gonna make the marriage work regardless of whether he wanted to or not. You know, like she was gonna try to embrace the situation that she was in. And I love people who just don't let their situation like change who they are. They try to, you know, continue to uplift themselves in the situation. And I really did like the female character in this book. And yeah, like I said, I devoured this book in one day. So if you haven't read The Star-Lit Prince, you should definitely go read it. It was a lovely book. It's unfortunately the lowest book, but that says a lot about all the other books I've read this month. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We should have had this phrase in there more often. At number 8, I'm so sad that this book is not at number 8 because I absolutely loved, and when I say love, I mean I absolutely love this series. Next book I have is The Cowboy's Game by Sydney Steele. I finished out this series. This was such a lovely, fun series. That fine line is my favorite in the series, hands down, because I just love, I'm pretty sure this is called like Pride and Pranks series. I'm pretty sure that's what this is called. But I just really enjoyed like watching everybody, the different characters, the dynamics. I just loved all of it. And I love seeing Jake because this one is about Jake. That's why I really do suggest you read this series in order, because if you read the series in order and then you get to Jake, it's just so satisfying watching Jake get his story, because Jake basically plays like a matchmaker throughout the first 2 books, and then finally he gets his books and it's his turn. And like these romance books do have depth to them. All these characters have depth to them, and they have a lot of character development and they go through things. But yeah, I really loved it. It was fun. This one I believe is Childhood Friends to Lovers. Favorite trope? That's one of my favorite tropes. If you did not know, childhood friends to lovers. I'm always sad. Like if you put that trope in a book, I will most likely read it. Like literally. But yeah, and I give it a 4.5. Yeah, this is a 4.5. It was, like I said, it wasn't my favorite of the series, but it was still a dang good book, and it did what it was supposed to do. So that's why it's sitting at number 8, which is kind of sad, but. Like I said, this says a lot about all the books I read this month, because this is a good book. I recommend all these books. I will probably say that repeatedly throughout this whole video. Alright, and sitting at number 7, another book that I'm like, wow, like this book is so low, but I love this book. And we do have Beachy Keen by Casey Stockton. This is my first book by Casey Stockton. Like I've never read any of her work, but I am absolutely obsessed with this A Falling for Summer series. It's a whole bunch of different authors writing a bunch of summer romance books basically in like the same town, and they're all like kind of connected. I'm very much reading these out of order, but I read 2 last month. I read Rebel Summer and Plotting Summer. If you know, those are 2 of my favorite books probably of the year so far, and this one is no different. I gave it a 4.5 because, like I said, like everything can be 5 stars. Everything, like I know my 5-star feeling when I get my 5-star feeling, and this one, like it was almost there, but it was still really, really, really good. And in this one, I believe we follow Noah and Kat. And when I say words of, wait, what is it? It's acts of service. Acts of service, love language. If you want to read a book with acts of service, like love language, this is the book. This is the book for you. Yeah, so this one is basically about Kat and Noah. Kat and Noah have known each other since they were teens, and Noah is like this billionaire on the island. His family is like a very like big name on the island, and Kat she basically gets stuck with this medical bill. And she has to find a way to pay this medical bill. And Noah has had a crush on her when they were teens. Obviously, Kat knows nothing about it. So basically, we get in a situation where Kat becomes Noah's assistant for the summer. And you guys will love where it goes from there. Basically, that's kind of like the plot. But this was cute and fun. Like I said, these are acts of service king and queen. They did so many nice little things, so many moments I can think of where they just did the little things for each other. And I really did love, there was like talk about anxiety in here a lot. And Noah is professional yearner. Like if you want yearning in this book, Noah will do you right. Like Noah will get you. I read a lot of books on my Kindle, obviously, as you guys can tell, but that's like the first physical book we have. Yeah, go read Beachy King. Go read every book in that Falling for Summer series, because I love every single one. I love every single one I read. From here on out, these are all like my favorite books. Diamonds Are a Girl Best Friend by Kate Watson. I believe I'd never read a Kate Watson book ever, but I just kept seeing this book on No Spice recommendations. People were giving it like 5 stars. Like I've heard it's like such a great romance, and I think this is like kind of a series, but they're obviously standalones. And I just read this book by itself. Obviously, I did, and it was fine. But this book was so good. I read this book when I was in Alabama. This is another book that I read pretty much in when I had started like at night, but then the next day like I finished it. So it was basically in a day. But oh my gosh, I love this book. This is a marriage of convenience. I'm not a big marriage of convenience type of girly, but I feel like this month I read like some good marriage of convenience, and I'm just like, okay, I get it. I get why you guys really like this trope. I did rate this book 4.75. And I don't know what made me not put the 0.25. I don't know. I don't remember right now. But I could not tell you. I could not tell you. Okay. So let me see if I could sum this book up correctly. Kayla's dad bought her this baseball team. And so Kayla's in this new town. She has this new baseball team. And basically there's a lot of people in town that don't like her. Basically. But she has this history with Sean. Because once upon a time, Sean was actually there when... Sean actually was one of the reasons that she had like the courage to break up with her ex. And that's why she always remembers Sean. But it was just like that one encounter. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how they know each other. And now Kayla is in a bind and they're trying to take the team away from her. And basically she has to be married. I'm not going to give you all the details because all the details are in the book. Basically, she gets in a position where she has to be married and Sean offers himself up. And then they end up married and going on that journey of, oh my gosh, this book was so good. I'm just like, everything's coming back to me now. And Sean was a great MMC. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sean was a great MMC. There's a lot of quotes. I put a lot of quotes in my review actually because I really like this book and everything that I talked about. And I really did like Sean the MMC. I don't like MMCs a lot. Not that I like don't like them. Okay, I just said that though. But like I'm just saying like they're not really the most memorable, but like Sean and Noah from Beachy King actually. We're like actually like okay, y'all kind of ate. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, marriage of convenience. There was so many like swoony moments. Like this is the definition of like a swoony book. Like when people say that word, often a lot of times like I don't like get what that words mean. Like swoony, like what are you talking about? But like this book is swoony. And I'm gonna read my review real quick. I put devour this book in one day. This book was about healing and what love really is. This was cute and swoony. And I mean swoony. Best marriage of convenience book I have read. I mean, what else do I need to tell you? to go read this book. And you're like, Tiffany, how is this book at what number are we on? 6. How is this book number 6? I don't know how we got here. Hold on one sec, my boyfriend is calling me. Hello?
Where you at?
I'm actually filming my video right now.
Oh, hey video.
What'd you say?
I said, hey video.
All right, and now we are on number 5. And by the way, I had 5 stars this month. Isn't that amazing? Like I said, a lot of people don't have a lot of 5 stars. I'm not super picky. I mean, it seems like I'm not super picky with my 5 stars, but I actually feel like I am. But like I said last video, I just know what I like, and I just know what I like to read. But I had a lot of surprises this month, and that's why I did a lot of 5 stars, because I feel like these books surprised me and just blew me away. And I'm just like, wow, I've never read anything like this before. And Smoke and Glass Slippers by Ashley Willingham. My first Ashley Willingham book. She is someone who's also been like the Christian fantasy type of world, and I just haven't had a chance to pick up one of her books yet until now. And I definitely will be picking up her books. This is a dystopian, gender-flipped Cinderella retelling. I was sad. I think this book was so good. I think this book was so. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one. I hear a lot of people talking about the second one. But I'm like, why don't we talk about this one? I really love this. And I'm just going to read my review real quick, and then I'll tell you what it's about. I put this 5 stars. An unforgettable romantasy. I would never forget this book. Like, literally. And I'm actually learning about myself that I really do like dystopian type of things. Like, I really do like the kind of like, is it like a subgenre, I guess? Because I know it's like fantasy, but then it's like dystopian. Is it like a subgenre? Y'all let me know. I don't know terms. Anyway, an unforgettable romantasy. Just wow. Nothing like what I expected. This one is for the dreamers. This book shows how love truly can change everything. I absolutely love the enemies to lovers in this book. They truly did grow and change because of love. There were also some nice faith elements. This book is a great reminder of what happens when you stand up for what's right. Overall, love your neighbor, love your enemies. Read this book, you'll love it. Definitely will be reading more of this author. I put more done this author. More of this author. This book blew me away. And like I said, who are the main? Literally can't remember the names of the people, but hold on.
This is so humiliating!
She's the heir to a corrupt empire. He's the man coming to burn it all down. So he is a quartz. And quartz are kind of like they're slaves in a way. I'm not going to explain this perfectly, but just go read the book. You'll understand it way better than what I'm saying. That they're kind of like slaves in a way. And then you have the princess, and she's basically like the empire's like daughter. And there's like this competition to get the daughter's hand, and he gets in a situation where he gets to pretend to be a diamond, and the diamonds are like the top. They're like the top class people. Y'all know how dystopian books are. It's like classes and like factions. Like this is not Divergent, but you know, it's like classes, stuff like that. Basically he goes from the bottom, and then he has someone transform him into a diamond, and then he goes and tries to get the hand of the princess to basically sabotage the empire and bring the empire down and go like get his people, like for his people. But then everything gets all messed up when they start feeling the feelings and stuff. And I just need y'all to go read the book. Go read the book. Like, I don't want to say anymore. Like, it's so good. Like, talk about people joining together to change the world, to change the society. I'm always sad for that trope. I'm always sad. And shout out Ashley Willingham. Just shout out to her. That's all I have to say about this book. Smoke and Glass Slippers. Low-key, I kind of feel like I should have put that book higher. I don't know. Maybe that should have been like number 2. We're going to talk about number 4. And Courtney Walsh has never ever been this low on my list. And it's not even low. But like I said, I read some really, really good books this year. And this book was one of them. I said this year, this month. I have read some really, really good books this month though. And it is Brighter Than Before by Courtney Walsh. You can't see it. It's fine. But basically, oh my gosh, Courtney Walsh just knows what I like, and she just knows what to do. And I'm gonna read my review, and yeah, you guys gotta understand. And I have never read a Courtney Walsh book I didn't love. That's the first line of my review of this. It says, I just haven't. This was no exception. I absolutely love Claire and Miles, and I actually really love this book because the MC had the same name as my boyfriend. So obviously I was destined to love this book. Especially Claire. I put that I especially loved Claire. This story reminded me that it's okay. There's a boy. That it's okay to start over, and it's never too late to start over. And life always has a funny way of working everything out. AKA God is working everything together for our good. Even the bad stuff. Go read this book. You won't regret it. And like I said, Courtney Walsh just always had my perfect recipe of like Christian, well, she's not like Christian woman. She's a Christian woman, but she doesn't write like Christian women's fiction, but it's like women's fiction combined with romance, and it just really makes me a better person. Courtney Walsh's books just make me a better person overall, and I can always find God in her books, even though like I said, these aren't Christian books. And I just love everything she writes. I love everything. I love everything that Courtney Walsh writes. And like literally this the main character Claire, she's like in her 40s, and like I was scared that I wasn't gonna like relate to this book, and I wasn't gonna like be able to relate to her anyway. I related to her so much. And I feel like a lot of people will read this book and say like, oh, she's 40 years old acting like this, blah blah blah. But I'm like, this is like real people. There are people who have been with the same person their entire life, and they don't know anything else. So when you get divorced, oh wait, maybe I should tell you guys what this book is about. Maybe I should tell you guys what this book is about. The book is about Claire. She just got divorced, and she makes this list of things that she wants. First of all, I love when there's a list. I love when there's a list. I'm a sucker for a list. Yes, people have done it before. People are going to continue to do it again. But I love me a good list, a good checklist, things I want to do, how I want to change my life, what do I want. Like, give me a good list. I don't care. I'm sad. I am sad. And then like she makes this list of everything she wants, and she basically goes and gets everything she wants in this book, because she's not going to let this bad thing that happened to her ruin her life. And what a great just person to like inspire you to don't let whatever is happening to you like define you. You can change your life, and everything happens for a reason. Everything is working together for our good. And this book was funny, of course. Courtney writes funny characters, and Miles, also a character who also had death, loved him. And Miles is actually her neighbor when she moves to Chicago. But between late night journaling, disastrous first dates, great big lessons, and priceless small victories, Claire learns to quiet the voice telling her she wasn't enough, and listens to the one that asks her the harder question, what do I really want? The only thing I didn't like about this book, I hated her husband. I hate that man. I hate that man. I literally, I hated him.
This,
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
I've never like hated a character like that in a long time, but I despised the man. The fact that he was like, there was a point where he just like kept texting her about something, and I really just wrote, block him. I was like, can we block him? Why does he still have our number? I know y'all have a kid together, but she grown. She in college. Can we block him? Like, why are you texting me? No, I'm not about to help you. You embarrassed me. Like, you threw me away like I was nothing. Why do people just think we can just carry on? Like, after you just did that to me. Oh. What? And that wasn't even like it was still like a great book. Like, but I just like had to say, like, I despised him. Like, I despised him. He was like textbook like narcissistic, like, ugh, yuck. He was just, yuck. Yuck. Child. Anyway, that was Brighter Than Before. Go read that book. I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done reading, like at some point, I'm just gonna have a whole shelf just for Courtney Walsh. That's really my goal. Yeah. And my goal is to read a Courtney Walsh book every month, by the way. But this was Brighter Than Before. Go read Brighter Than Before, because if you don't think you'll relate to Claire, you will, and she will encourage you and inspire you to just don't let life get you down. That's how I would like say, like, don't let life get you down. Things happen. Yeah, my life's a mess, but like, what do we do now? Life is really about how we react to things. And yes, I'm about to go on a tangent, but something I've been learning in my faith as well is just learning how to suffer well. And it's just like Jesus told us we're going to suffer. Suffering is literally a part of our lives, especially as Christians. And I just feel like we need to learn how to suffer well, because it's going to come and it's just like, okay, now what? Okay, now what? We've been through this happened. Now what are we going to do? Are we going to run away from God? Are we going to pull closer to God? Are we going to continue to believe in what God has said, what he was done? Or are we going to go down this other path and just, forget? Like, it's really is about our choices and our reactions to everything that happens to us. That is what makes our life good or bad or whatever. It's not the things that happen to us. It's, okay, what are you going to do now? What do you want? She could have sat and just chose to just be alone and be sad and sulk for the rest of her life because she got divorced. But no, she literally picked herself back up, moved to a whole new city, and just a whole new everything at 40 years old. Actually, I think she's over 40. She's like in her 40s. But it's just like, if Claire can do it, why can't you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever that is that you think is holding you back, stop letting it hold you back. Stop holding yourself back. I'm talking to myself here, really, but see, this is why I love Courtney Walsh. Like, she just gets me like fired up and like about life and like what life is truly about and what we're here for. Like, girl, get up. Girl, get up. Like, girl, get up. Obviously, I'm getting riled up. Let me calm down. Number 2, dang it. I was supposed to do a drum roll or something. But I just showed you the book. Number 2 on my list is In This Moment by Gabrielle Meyer. 5-star read. Really like a 5.5. Really. This book, okay, if you saw my review of, what's the name of the first book in the series? When the Day Comes. Like, I thought that book was like mid. I was like, I don't get the hype around this series. I don't know why everybody's like freaking out. Like, it was okay. Like I love the concept though, and I'm gonna continue to read this series because I love the concept. This book blew me away. Okay, first of all, I didn't mention my buddy reads this in June. I buddy read this book with I buddy read this. Oh my gosh.
This is so humiliating.
I buddy read this book with Rachel from Rachel's Reading. By the way, I don't think I said that when I was reviewing this book. But also, this is my second buddy read. And I buddy read this with Sierra. And I think we both have the same feelings about it. And I think we loved it equally. And I loved just having someone to talk to while I was reading it. And I tabbed her up, and this book was just amazing. It was just amazing. It was a totally different, it was like wow. Like, wow, I get why you guys are all talking about this series now. Like, I do. It's so creative, it's so fun, and this truly shocked me, blew me away. Reading my review. Wow, I love this book a million times more than the first one. I see why everyone is so obsessed with this series now. The faith elements woven into this story were just absolutely beautiful. This book reminded me that with God, everything has purpose. Everything. And it was wonderful watching our FMC find herself and who she truly wants to be. And we love a good slow burn romance. So overall, I loved every second. On to book 3. Yeah. Maggie, I love Maggie. And this one, she's living in 3 different timelines. As in the first one, she was living in like 2 different timelines, I think. Oh wait. Yeah. And this one, we had 3 different timelines. We had 3 different stuff going on. And when I tell you there was something always going on in every single timeline, girl, there was something always going on. Always going on. Like, I was set. Like, I probably would have finished this book in like 1 or 2 days if me and Sierra were like, we were reading like 6 chapters every day. So, but I think it was better that way because I got to actually sit on a lot of the stuff that was said in this book. But this book was so good. If you are hesitating about starting the series, go ahead and start this series. I'm sorry if you've never heard the series. I'm just talking like you know what's going on. But Gabrielle Meyer, girl, you iodine yourself with this. I just think about this book. I'm like, wow, that book was crazy. But once again, like I said, like, this book really did tell me that God has purpose in everything. Truly, this girl was living in 3 timelines, and God used everything in every single timeline to make Maggie into who she was supposed to be and what was supposed to happen. That is a sovereign God. That is a sovereign God. That's amazing. And thank you, Gabrielle Meyer, for that reminder that God is sovereign, because we don't talk about that enough. I am talking about Jesus a lot in this video. I just really feel his spirit here. I just really feel his spirit here. I just really do. And I hope that's okay. Should be okay, because if it's not, then you better get used to it, because I ain't stopping talking about Jesus for nobody. But, okay. Now, I just want to do a special shout out to Rachel from Rachel's Reading. You know, every moment I get to talk about Rachel, I just talk about her because I just love her and her channel so much. If you don't know her, go subscribe to her. But this book shall long live and forever reign in my heart. And shout out to Rachel for recommending it to me. And in my hand, I have a special edition of it. This is my #1 book this month, and it's gonna be in at least my top 3 of the year. I'd be really surprised if I read 3 books that top this one. Like, right now, this is like my book of the year. This is like my baby. Like I said, I have a special edition in my hand right now. I went and bought a special edition of this book. And that is Long Live and Forever Reign. This is 2 books. This is my top 2, basically. Because I know, I said that wrong. This was number 3. And this is obviously 2 and 1. But those are just technicalities. But Long Live and Forever Reign, it's a duology, clean fantasy duology, or no spice. Because I don't like saying the word clean because a lot of people have a different definition of the word clean. So I'm just going to say no spice. There was no sexual content in this book. It is not a Christian fantasy, but it is a no spice fantasy. And I ate it up. I read the books back to back. I like lived and breathed this for like a week. And boy, look at the special edition. If you watched my most recent vlog, then you saw me unbox this. I love this baby. I love these books. And this quote on the back, "I am your enemy, don't try to save me because there's nothing left to save." This is enemies to lovers, but it's best if you forget that I said that. You're not gonna believe me. When you start reading this book, you're gonna be like, enemies to lovers, where? Where's the enemies to lovers? You'll find out. I wish I could read this book again. Like, just saying that, I'm like, because it took me by surprise, because even though Rachel had said it in her recommendation video, and she said it was enemies to lovers, I completely had forgot about that when I was reading it. And like I said, it's easy to forget because you'll see. But hold on, let me just tell you what the book is about. Like, obviously I need to tell you that. But I'm gonna read you my review, and then I'm gonna tell you what it's about. Long live. My review for Long Live, I put, look, it's like the shortest review ever. I never knew the feeling, you know, when people say, I didn't finish this book finished me. Well, now I know. Absolutely blown away, absolutely epic. This was cinema. No notes. That pretty much sums up. Yeah, that's perfect. Yes. This was absolute cinema. It was absolute cinema. It was epic. Like, I never got what the fantasy girlies were like getting with these books, but now I get it. And people don't talk about the series. I'm like, why don't people talk about the series? What's wrong with y'all? And then for Forever Rain, I put, gosh, I'm going to miss the duology. I'm going to miss these characters. I loved every page. No notes. I'm only sad because it's over. But I'll be thinking about the elementals for a long time. I will be thinking about this. I haven't stopped talking about the elementals since I read this book. But yeah, maybe I should tell you guys what this book is about now. Maybe I won't. So, Isla is an ordinary girl, and she lives in an ordinary land. She lives in this small village, and basically, I'm not gonna be able to sum this up without spoiling it. So let me just go ahead and read it. Literally goosebumps. Like, I love this book. Isla lives an ordinary life in her small village of Lockhart. Since losing both her mother and the man she loved 2 years ago, all she wants is stability and peace. But her world is forever changed when her family is attacked on a journey away from home, and she must travel to the... I'm not gonna try to say that word. I'll put it on the screen. She tries to travel to the mountain range to find them. I just said that. Across the realm, 4 ancient beings, the elementals, who control the elements of nature, are awakening. After a civil war that tore the humans apart, the elementals entered 1,000-year slumber, and now they're being summoned to prevent a dark force that is greedy for power and threatening to overturn the balance of nature. So basically, I'm not gonna read the rest of it, but like, you just follow the journey of Isla and the elementals trying to save the world from this dark force, and you will learn all about that. There is love, there is betrayal, there is sacrifice, there is cute couples, there's not so cute couples, there's enemies to lovers, there's second chance lovers, everything you ever wanted and everything. So if you go read one book from this video, let it be Long Live and Forever Rain. I just want y'all to know that these are separate books. But once you read the books, you learn to say them together. Long Live and Forever Rain. And you'll get all this. Yeah. You'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah. So pretty much that is my wrap up. I only read 4 books physically, actually. So that's crazy. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this wrap up and that you at least go read one of these books. I promise, at least one of them. At least one of them. If you are gonna read one of them, please comment down below. Let me know what you read in June, or if you had a 5-star book in June, let me know what it was. And yeah, what are you guys gonna read in July? My July TBR is already up. I've already started it. But yeah, also thank you once again to Jesus in Silver for partnering with me and sponsoring this video. And yeah, I love you guys very, very much. Comment down below a sword. Even though I said that in my last video, I want to say it again just because I'm thinking about Long Live and Forever Rain. But comment down below a sword again if you made it this far in the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video very, very, very soon. Bye. Aw.
Oh, wait, are you actually recording right now?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm doing just like a wrap up.
Oh, well, before we wrap up the video, make sure they know to like, comment, share the video with a friend, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon.
All right.
On the road to 3K, baby. 3K subs, baby.
All right. Thank you for that. I will be putting that in the video. Thank you.